now. They rescue you. What a million rescue. You want to press people, you're noble. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue.
Yeah. To deliver you from something, take you from something.
So you're a poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people. Rescue the million rescue. That Boakai help me while here.
That's the same thing.
But Jota Boakai can't tell in the water. He can't pour on making the water back to kill on money. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Chelsea. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 500 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Jota Boakai. What will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. What will be our result the following year?
Okay, thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Patience Mane.
Patience Mane. You selling the market here?
Yes.
I'm selling the market here?
Yes. No market. I'm just son. I go look for an season.
You go look for the market, you see so?
I see food, call it food price. The way up, you're not going to stay ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another price. When you come, you buy a different price. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry to the cold storage.
They put it back on market. Very rich.
How much for the fish?
You buy snapper 14,000. What we used to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buy it 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say you came to rescue us. But the rescue that you're doing now, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend here, they're not giving nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor burner running? They want not doing they want. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want be able to spare our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of all we not got more from the South God. And that basically we do, we not understand our children went to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we're not understanding the rescue team. So they were taking them from all of the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to Zoom. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, a more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of Zooming.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the Zooming and they bring in Jota Boakai. Because we are trying to sell our kush. But now that's Zooming. When he said, I see that you are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our black children, we ask him to please help us to make our children to leave Zooming. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back, hata. Police people beating our children on the street. They say they should rise up, they should become go over there, go over that one, everything they do. But what police people home king? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't napa, tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody like for the country. So we should tell our president to help with the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
We get God and pray for it. We don't let you tell God take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
In process.
For now, if I have to tell you that before we're all there, all that.
Up this morning with just to react to some of the things I've read on social media. I saw a post someone sent to me that the screenshot a post by Amos Tue. I believe Amos Tue is the youth chair of the Unity Party, and he posted something on Facebook yesterday. And I actually did go on his Facebook page to read the post, but he did edit the post afterwards, after people raised the red flag. And what Amos Tue posted was it was not good. It wasn't good. I will tell you this. The Unity Party had their time. They were in power for 12 years. Mr. Sirleaf did a lot of bad things. Amos Tue, I have a modicum of respect for him. He was one of the young men in the party that was, from what we heard, that wasn't too happy with some of the things that were being done. But he didn't have enough courage to distance himself from what was going on. One of the reasons why I have tremendous respect for Wilmer Pay is because Pay was vocal. You know, unlike most of the people in the Unity Party who are making noise to today. You see, my thing with them is that they were in power for 12 years. They destroyed the country. They struck many bad concessions. They basically gave our resources out for cheap. They didn't fix the issue of corruption. They didn't lay the foundation for the succeeding administration to build upon. Today, they believe themselves to be the experts on governance. They have no damn thing to offer. Nothing. You just left power 8 months ago. You didn't fix the country. You didn't complain when your party was destroying the country. We have a new government in power, and you believe yourselves to be the earth's person. Now you believe you have the moral rectitude and authority to condemn and criticize and be against everything. Something has got to be wrong with you people. People like us are the ones who have the moral authority to speak, because we were not party to any of the looting and the pillaging and the suppression and the marginalization of the country that you carried out on a wanton scale for 12 consecutive years. We were not party to that. Today, Amos runs to Facebook and writes that he's citing all members and executives of the party, of the Unity Party, to the headquarters to meet at 4:30 p.m. to discuss how they can remove the CDC government from power. And those were his words. I have the post here. I have his post. I can read it verbatim. Those are exactly his words. And here is the thing. Now, when people raise the red flag, Amos rushes back to Facebook, and then he says he tries to fix it. And he says, okay, what I actually meant is to remove them from power in 2023. He only added the 20.
So, fellow Liberians, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find yourself. I am going into my archive and bringing you historical facts of how the Unity Party, in 8 months, in fact, in 7 months of President Weah regime, that they were planning to overthrow the government, that they did not hide it. It was not something.
But to say remove the CDC-led government from power, you know what that means? Do you know how that can be translated? Just as it sounds. Remove them from power how? This government has a 6-year tenure. You don't like the government? To discuss how they can remove the CDC government from power.
I'm sorry, fellow Liberians. So the picture that you are seeing out here is Amos Stewart, who is now the LPRC managing director of the Republic of Liberia, and a very, very, key person at the time in the Unity Party, the youth chair. In the 7 months of President Weah presidency, the Unity Party was planning to overthrow the Weah-led government. I don't want you to believe me, but I'm going to play you voices of how these people, they were very cruel. They did not give President Weah an opportunity. Nationally, they was on his back. Internationally, they was on his neck, and they did not give him the opportunity. They openly planned subversive activities to remove the government. Don't believe me. Let's play this video. Enjoy it. You may not see me because I'm very busy. You may not see me in front of the screen, but let's go ahead. Enjoy yourself with this video.
Yes, we were not party to that. Today, Amos Stewart.
So the person who picture you are seeing is Amos Stewart, who is the LPRC director. The Costa is talking about.
Runs to Facebook and writes that he's citing all members and executives of the party, of the Unity Party, to the headquarters to meet at 4:30 p.m. to discuss how they can remove the CDC government from power. And those were his words. I have the post here. I have his post. I can read it verbatim. Those are exactly his words. And here is the thing. Now, when people raise the red flag, Amos Stewart rushes back to Facebook, and then he says he tries to fix it. And he says, okay, what I actually meant is to remove them from power in 2023. He only added the 2023. But to say remove the CDC-led government from power, You know what that means? Do you know how that can be translated? Just as it sounds. Remove them from power. This government has a 6-year tenure. You don't like the government? Fine. You are going to have to keep criticizing it and wait until 2023 and see whether you can put a formidable candidate forward to remove the government through the democratic process. But for you, a party executive, a former official of the last administration at the level of a deputy minister, to go to Facebook and be calling for your partisans to gather with the sole purpose of discussing plans to remove the government. It is sad. Coming from a party that was in power for 12 years, it is sad, especially sad. And I just thought to open the program to talk about this morning. Those of you who work in a unity party administration, sadly, this is what you're going to have to deal with. I know there are tons of decent people who worked in the last administration. But I want to tell you this. If you have a problem with this administration, you are going to have to deal with it in a civil manner, especially if you were in the last administration. Democracy is about voting and giving the people who were elected by the majority of the country. Mr. George Manawia was voted in by 61.5% of the Liberian people. That is a huge thing. And it gives him the authority to lead Liberia for 6 years. Depending on how well he serves, he has the right provided under the Constitution to pitch a bid for a second term. And if the Liberian people so desire, they will vote for him again.
If you are just joining this platform, this is Under the Palava Hut. We encourage you not to basically kind of like agree with what we do here, but to be rational. Because when you are rational in your thoughts and in your analysis, then it means that you will be able to support what we do and even further expand it. So if you are joining us for the first time, this is Under the Palava Hut, and I am your humble servant, Prince and Sharif. I encourage you to please like, follow, and share our page. We are on Facebook under the Palava Hut, or you can follow my personal profile, my personal page, my personal account is Prince Sharif. Or better still, you can follow our page under the Palava Hut, or you will see, us on YouTube under the Palava Hut. So let's go ahead, enjoy yourself.
But for you, who were recently badly whipped, and myself included, because I supported you all in the second round, to go to Facebook and make it look like George Weah has destroyed the country or he's failed the country. That's what Amos Tuer wrote. How is it possible that President Weah can destroy or fail the country in 8 months in office? How is that possible? You handed the man a destroyed country, a broke economy. You left the central bank with $150 million in reserves. At the peak, our reserves were in the mid-side of $300 million US. You left it with $150 million. You depleted the reserves, money that should be sitting there that the government would spend only in times of extreme urgency or emergency. You decided to just play with it. Every time you were drawing what they call bridge financing. Whenever you needed money, you would write the CL. Give me $10 million in bridge financing, we're going to pay back. You did bridge financing tons of times, and you did not replenish the reserves. $150 million for a whole country in reserves. When Marabio of Sierra Leone became president, he announced himself that the reserve he met in Sierra Leone was $700 million. You left George Weah with $150 million in reserves. Then you left him a paltry. Today is the last day in August, August the 31st, 2018. Yeah, I'd like to open up this morning with just to react to some of the things I've read on social media. I saw a post someone sent to me that they screenshot a post by Amos Tue, today is the last day in August, August the 31st, 2008. When Marabio of Sierra Leone became president, he announced himself that the reserve he met in Sierra Leone was $700 million. You left George Weah with $150 million in reserves. Then you left him a paltry $5 million US and a little over 200 million Liberian dollars, which is the equivalent of about 4.5 million US dollars. That's a total of 9.4 million US dollars is what you left in the government's consolidated account. $9.4 million is not even enough to run the government for a month. It's just about 30% of what the government spends a month. That's what you left the man. You did not even leave enough money to pay to run the government for 1 month. Not even 1 month. And then you think you have to, you left the country with a bad economy. You had investors leaving the country. Just before you left, your government initiated high tariffs, extremely high tariffs. Let me tell you something. The business people who gave me the information the last time that I forwarded to the president's office, which he acted upon promptly to reduce tariffs on 2,550 commodities, that very business person was telling me the other day. Let me tell you what he told me. Zakasa, this thing that the president did, we are beginning to see the effect. Now we are importing more. And the man was reading from his inventory. They said numbers don't lie. Now they're importing more stuff because tariffs are actually lower. They're beginning to feel the effect. People are shipping more cars because it's cheaper. You decided to rack up tariffs to make matters worse in an already debilitating economy that you handed, and you just shove it on George Weah and left. And then by the time the man comes to power, before he can even get his feet on the ground, you start bombarding him. You have no more rectitude. We know things are hard in the country. We know it is his responsibility to fix the country. But you are not the one to be shouting at the top of your lungs because you destroyed the damn country. So you better shut your mouth. Those of you in the Unity Party who are acting like the experts on governance, where the hell was your expertise when the country was going downhill? When you were destroying the country and doing 6 to 6 bad concessions? Where the hell was your expertise? Huh? When Rob Salih bankrupted NOCAL. NOCAL was once a profitable, promising organization. What did you do with it? You bankrupted it. Where were the likes of Amos Tue publicly? What did you say about that? Nothing. And today you want to be playing politics? Huh? You want to shut up. Shut the hell up. Give the man chance. It's been 8 months, not 12 years. 8 months. We're beginning to see the exchange rate fall. We're beginning to feel the effect of the lower tariffs. It is not easy, fellow Liberians. George Weah does not work magic. He is not going to fix this country overnight. It is not possible. Even if you brought Barack Obama to be president, it's not going to change overnight. So you all have to understand that. And we understand how hard things are in the country. But for you to try to make it look like, oh, the government is just incompetent. The government is not incompetent. You handed the man a broken country. A broken country. That is what you handed the man. So you just leave us alone. And people like us are here to tell the Liberian people that those of you who are making noise, especially from the Unity Party that recently destroyed the country, you've got no reason, no right to be making noise because you destroyed this country for us. You did. You destroyed this country. So you better leave us alone while we try to fix this thing. Now, some of us will have disagreements from time to time with the way things are done. Of course, disagreements are an integral part of people's interactions. We're going to disagree all the time. You and your wife disagree on what to cook at home and which school to send the kids and all that kind of stuff, where to go for vacation. It's going to happen. It's a normal thing.
My sister Nina Kuya,
the kind of things you're doing,
you are welcome, my sister Nina Kuya.
And calling for your partisans to
I want to welcome my own brother. Let me mute this. I want to welcome Nina Kuya. I also want to welcome a brother of mine, Boema Buster. You are highly welcome. Thank you so much. Bana, we appreciate you, my brother Buster. Thank you so very kindly for joining us from Liberia. You are highly welcome. Let's listen to this.
Move the government. Now, if the Liberian National Police had acted or the NSA had acted by arresting you and bringing you in for talking about organizing to discuss the removal of the government, are you kidding me? Then people will be making noise around here. Oh, you know, the witch hunting people. But your government would have arrested anybody for saying such a thing when you were in power. So I just want to be fair here. Give President Weah and his administration a chance. If you have a disagreement, you can offer your disagreement. You have the right to do so. But for you to be calling for the removal of the government, calling a secret meeting, and he goes to the point where he says in his post, the details of the primary agenda cannot be disclosed here. So that means it's a secret meeting. And a secret meeting is a sinister, diabolical agenda that cannot be disclosed on Facebook. You want to remove the government? Can you remove this government? You are going to have to pray that this government fails to make it unpopular with the Liberian people. That's all you're going to have to do. But this is not Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. This is George Weah. The man's popular. He's popular. And the only thing that will make him unpopular will be himself. And that is the truth. Let's be honest here. The man's popular. The only thing that's going to make him unpopular is when he fails himself. That is the truth. That's what happens to popular people. Take Donald Trump. Donald Trump has a 90% approval rating in the Republican Party. 90%. For Donald Trump to become unpopular in the Republican Party is going to be himself. 90% approval rating in the Republican Party. Donald Trump. Now, when you say hey, somebody get vexed, I don't want to hear you. Oh, yeah, because you're this, that. These UP people got right to be making noise around here. I supported Joseph Boakai, not even Unity Party. Joseph Boakai is different from Unity Party. Yes, of course, he's a member of Unity Party, but the administration, the way they ran the country, you think I suddenly have forgotten how they destroyed the country? And all of a sudden, you all have all the best ideas. By the time the election is over and the new government comes to power, you form something and you start writing all kinds of papers and putting all kinds of things out. Where the hell were you all when you had power for 12 years? Y'all better wait. Yeah, man. All day you're making noise. And you see all of your sour grips. By the time we go on social media to talk, you all be running on Facebook and be blasting. Oh yeah, because of you this, you that. I supported y'all in the second round. Your Unity Party people, I supported y'all because I believed in Joseph Boakai's bid. That's why I supported you. And that deal is over. Elections are done. I still respect and admire the old man. Now it's about the country. You understand? You're vexed because I'm not here to be your mouthpiece to be attacking the government. That's what you're vexed for. Yeah, you will not get me to do that. If I have a disagreement with this government, it will be my personal disagreement based on how I see things in my own political kaleidoscope. It will not be influenced by biases, by prejudices. No. It will not be because you vest, so I'm a bit vest. Because you vest, I'm a bit vest. I was there when you had power for 12 years. Hey, you put me in jail 2 times. You close my radio station down. So why you coming make noise here for? Hey, tell that you myself were enjoying. When you were enjoying, I was enjoying. I was suffering. I was not free to even move around my own damn country. Oh, Casa. Oh, yeah, this is money. That's your damn business. Now it's about country. The man is president. What are you lucky? You're not lucky. The man president for 6 years. And you haven't been making noise instead of trying to restructure and consolidate and correct the mistakes that got you where you are. Instead of you trying to fix that, you might not fix it. You must sit on there, you be getting better all day. I'm gonna cry, but you will go nowhere. You handed the man a destroyed country. a broke economy. You left the central bank with $150 million in reserves. At the peak, our reserves were in the mid-side of 300 million US dollars. You left it with 150 million. You depleted the reserves, money that should be sitting there that the government would spend only in times of extreme urgency or emergency. You decided to just play with it. Every time you were drawing what they call bridge financing. Whenever you needed money, you would write the CEO. Give me $10 million in bridge financing, we're going to pay back. You did bridge financing tons of times, and you did not replenish the reserves. $150 million for a whole country in reserves. When Mada Bio of Sierra Leone became president, he announced himself that the reserve he met in Sierra Leone was $700 million. You left George Weah with $150 million in reserves. Then you left him a paltry $5 million US dollars and a little over 200 million Liberian dollars, which is the equivalent of about 4.5 million US dollars. That's a total of 9.4 million US dollars is what you left in the government's consolidated account. $9.4 million is not even enough to run the government for a month. It's just about 30% of what the government spends a month. That's what you left the man. You did not even leave enough money to pay to run the government for 1 month. Not even 1 month. And then you think you have to, you left the country with a bad economy. You had investors leaving the country. Just before you left, your government initiated high tariffs, extremely high tariffs. Let me tell you something. The business people who gave me the information the last time that I forwarded to the president's office, which he acted upon promptly to reduce tariffs on 2,550 commodities, that very business person was telling me the other day. Let me tell you what he told me. He said, Costa, this thing that the president did, we are beginning to see the effect. Now we are importing more. And the man was reading from his inventory. They said numbers don't lie. Now they're importing more stuff because tariffs are actually lower. They're beginning to feel the effect. People are shipping more cars because it's cheaper. You decided to rack up tariffs to make matters worse in an already debilitating economy that you had, and you just shove it on George Weah and left. And then by the time the man comes to power, before he can even get his feet on the ground, you start bombarding him. You have no more rectitude. We know things are hard in the country. We know it is his responsibility to fix the country. But you are not the one to be shouting at the top of your lungs because you destroyed the damn country. So you better shut your mouths. Those of you in the Unity Party who are acting like
that poor man got to be going around begging people for the big delegation. The man ain't got money. He won't travel like he stay VP. That poor man got to be going around begging people to hustle for money, to buy him plane ticket. So now I will call my boy Monroe AJ, my man. What your Delta best rates now? He got to fly business class. I'm looking for money all over the place for that old man. The last trip, they were full. Joe Boakai, Charles Sneddon, Jacob Kabakole, and Maureen Nima. The four of them, the tickets cost 15 grand. A friend of mine in Minnesota, I squeezed 9K out of him.
Wow.
9K. Who bought the tickets on his credit card, and we raised it. And that trip cost us $30,000, excluding the medical. I had to swipe my debit card to the hospitals we took him. I took Joseph Boakai to hospital to see doctor. Joseph Boakai, the doctor said Joseph Boakai sick. Joseph Boakai, all know we concern about it. We booked tickets. I still have the tickets. I can forward the tickets to you guys via email right now. The ticket is still open. March 23rd, Boakai was supposed to leave Accra to JFK, and then to Minneapolis, and I would pick him up and drive him to Rochester in Minnesota, where the Mayo Clinic is. I booked the Airbnb there, costing me $3,370 from March 23rd to April 7th for 2 weeks after his surgery. Boakai later looked at me and said the reason he was not going to get the surgery done. I don't want to start by this to tell you how dangerous Joe Boakai and the people around him are. This man, I carry you to doctor. The first doctor say you sick, you must do surgery. Okay, we'll go to the second doctor. Second doctor say you sick, you must do surgery. Your lower descending artery, it has weakened to the extent where they need to graft your thigh and extract an artery from there, remove the weakened artery from your heart and replace it with that one. That is what was causing the palpitations or the irregular heartbeat of Joseph Boakai, which triggered the heart attack he had in January of this year. I had come to Liberia for the first time in 2 years. I had no plan to return to the US immediately. When I had to do it, when I was forced to do so, Boakai fainted. He had 8 episodes, 6 in his bathroom where he was going towards the bathroom to pee. Had it not been for his foster daughter who held him, he would have fallen to the ground. It would have been a disaster. We would have been hearing a different story. But she held him before he hit the ground. So she saved him. I woke up in the morning. I'm inundated with missed calls from all of his close people. I was like family, guys. I was like family with these people. They called me. Your Uncle Joe had a very terrible thing. We had to carry him to ELWA. I go to ELWA hospital to see Joe Boakai. It was on a Friday, I believe a Friday or Saturday, because I was leaving on the 14th of January. I go to the hospital. There's Joe Boakai strapped to an oxygen machine because he couldn't breathe on his own. His breathing was not regular. They didn't tell me what the medical report was. They said, "Oh yeah, he's looking all right. He will be fine and everything." They were hiding it from me. But then they said the old man has to be flown abroad. I said, "Why?" They said because the doctor said the condition is critical. He needs to go abroad. They still did not tell me that Boakai needed a triple bypass surgery. I cut my trip short, started begging for money. We flew Boakai abroad, he and his entire entourage. Boakai got to the States. I made the arrangement, took him to see Dr. Abizem, a Syrian doctor. It was the second time meeting this doctor. He's a cardiologist. He's in Philly. We go to see Dr. Abizem. Dr. Abizem said, your condition is critical. They examined him. They had the medical report from Liberia sent to the US. They confirmed everything the doctor in Liberia had found that's wrong with him. We decided to go to see an internal medicine doctor, a Nigerian doctor who has been practicing for more than 30 years. We go to see him. He too confirms it, that if Joe Boakai does not get a triple bypass surgery done within 6 to 9 months, he runs the risk of collapsing or having that artery completely fail, and he could die any time. We were scared. We started panicking. That's when they told me what actually the initial diagnosis from ELWA had said. I was scared. I was like, is this the man we are trying to make president of the country? And the doctors are saying if he doesn't do this major surgery. So we decided to do consultation. The surgeons that do this procedure, they are called cardiothoracic surgeons. We decided to consult. Because of his age, they said if he does this procedure, he's going to be knocked out of commission for 6 to 9 months, up to even a year. Then he's diabetic, which will make it difficult for the healing. The incisions will take longer to heal because he's diabetic. And they say he would be completely unable to do any physical activity. We tried to convince him to stay in the States and see how we could hustle for the money to get the surgery done because he doesn't have his insurance. Boakai said he had to return to Liberia, and then we had to bring him back. So we hustled. We found some money to bring him back. I found the money, $25,000. We bought the tickets. I have the tickets here. I have the Airbnb. We booked it. Everything was set. Cost over $10,000. I had another between $10,000 to $15,000 cash for him and Jake to come. The plan was we would take some photos, because now they think, well, how do we manage it so that the likes of you, intelligent men, would not suspect that Boakai is undergoing or has undergone a procedure that inhibits him from doing normal activities. So I came up with the idea. We would take some photographs over several days in several different attires, and we'll keep those photographs. And then we'll begin to slowly release them while he's in the States, because we cannot not be in a position where we don't say anything about Joe Boakai being in America, because he would have had to be in America for many, many months. That was the conundrum that we faced, gentlemen. Boakai was supposed to leave on March the 23rd. I have the plane tickets here, guys. He and Jake bought him on business class ticket, $2,900 from Monrovia. From Accra to New York, and then the Alaska airline flight from Monrovia to Accra. He and nephew Jake. The tickets cost about 10 grand, the two of them. A week before the trip, Jacob Kabakoli called me and said to me that Joseph Boakai had decided he would not make the trip anymore. I was shocked. Normally, that's something Joe Boakai himself would talk to me about. I knew something was at play. I waited until eventually on March 30th, Joseph Boakai himself wrote me a message, which I have here.
In the authority that we have.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Spoon TV.
Good afternoon. Eric Thompson, GMB Advanced Team Commander.
Can you tell us what brought you to the station?
My main reason here is that I was disappointed in the authority that we have to handle issue of such men who stood by you when they say you cannot be a president of this country. You're not physically fit. You're sleepy. You're a dead body. But we say we'll go by that dead body, we'll stand by that body and make sure that body will rise up and take all the land. And we did extremely well. We're talking all over, in all the counties, witches, in the rain, in the darkness. We're threatening them all. I especially are disappointed in our own brother, who today he has turned against us, Charles Jacobs Johnson, to send the Liberia National Police to come and attack us. We want to talk to the men, advance them, gentlemen, no protest. You guys just come and summon peacefully and then hold your poster to just call the attention of the president of the Republic of Liberia, so that he can know exactly the struggle that we went through. Many of us are grieving. We are shedding tears. It's not right for this nation. It's so sad to say, for our father, who is the president of this nation, to be there and see people misleading him, not telling him the truth. Those are around him, they're not honest to him. They lie to him every day. They say, your boys, we have placed them to places. They were job site, up to present. People who did not struggle with us, who did not suffer to bring you to presidency. They're the ones surviving and they're the ones enjoying. What's about us? Who stood the ground? They threatened us in fire. Everybody was afraid to carry the president at night in fire. I stood. I said, after the program, we will take the president fire. I will leave tonight from Kolahun with my men. I will enter in fire. I will put fire under control. In the morning, the president will arrive. And I did it. I'm an ex-Secret Service personnel. I served the 3 motorcades. I served the 2 advancing. I served as senior inspector for the Secret Service. So why should I be treated this way with my men? I'm in tears. Thank you, my brother.
the people will soon destroy themselves. People want us to believe that Joseph Boakai is strong, he's tough on corruption, he do this. But in the last 43 years, or 40-something years that we have known this man, how is it that we have never seen any of those skills manifest in any way? This man has been visible, but at the same time in the shadow for 40-something years. Little or nothing is new. Look, you cannot be that long in government and nobody know nothing about you. There is a good reason why nobody know nothing about this woman. Either he didn't do some of the things that he said he did, or he's someone that just do not like to take responsibility for anything, so he plays it safe. He plays it safe. How many people? Everybody. Look at Edwin Snow. Edwin Snow that came during Chancellor time. Now everybody know Edwin Snow, every move. We can tell you legislation that he backed, we can tell you things that he did. Every other politician in Liberia who can give you the history and tell you something. In Liberia, they want to tell you that they want to invent something. I know most of the things that they said Boakai did was invented because there is nobody that can actually corroborate what he said or what they say he did. They told us in APNC. And that's why I told one other young man the other time, I said, you know what? Forget about ancient time Boakai. I want you to tell us something in the last 12 years, in the last 4 years. Just tell us something that this man have done for which we believe he will make a great president. Nobody can tell me. Whenever this Unity Party comes to talk about Joseph Boakai, talk about ancient thing, pre-war thing that most of you cannot remember or not old enough to remember, that you gotta go read that, go something that they are already put on paper. Just say, you know what? Forget about it. Go in Ellen the 12 years. You have enough time. 12 years of Ellen and then 4 years of George Weah. Just grade your open Boakai for those time. And if you were giving even a D minus, then you'll be too generous. Grade him for that time. And then see what this person can transform Liberia. Me, that all I did. I've read all the different texts that he gave, all the different talking points, but none of them can confirm or deny. So why should I waste my time to go when I have almost 14 years that at least this generation have known Joseph Boakai? 12 as vice president or 4 as opposition leader. Someone who claimed to be the biggest opposition leader. This man failed us when 16 billion got missing, the whole continent got missing. While we're talking about continent, this man was looking for money to go through a pacemaker. Took $30,000 invested. Yeah. Those are facts. I'm not making it up. He himself said it. George Weah himself said it. Omen Boakai said acknowledged it. Prince Johnson told us the other time when he felt that who paid for it. You understand me? So how can he speak about Weah or speak against Weah when he is waiting for his down?
The law will take its course.
Okay.
Yes, they don't play.
With Joseph Boakai, will rescue the country from harmonization because the UP administration has demonstrated that they can take the country budget from.
I want you to listen to this. I'm playing this other video. I want you to listen clearly to some of the lies that were told to you by these people. This clip that I'm about to play reveals some of the messages of Joseph Boakai. They said to you that they will rescue the Liberian people, harmonization will be no more. So listen to this clip. I don't know whether the soldier people pay have increased. I don't know whether nurses pay have increased. I don't know whether doctors pay have increased. Whether the civil servant paid have increased. I don't know whether they have, gotten rid of harmonization. But listening to this clip, I want you to listen to this clip very, very keenly. Let's go. Enjoy it.
80 million and carry it to over 500 million. The UP administration with Joseph Boakai and Ellen, now with the rescue mission, everything that the UP administration rescued the country from 2006, and George Weah and his gang has put us in this place. It's time to rescue. The United Party and the alliance, now led by Joseph Boakai,
have demonstrated before that they can waive the country debt, that they can restore Liberia's international image, that they can recruit serious professional people to do the job, that they can create and establish serious governance institutions, that they can put in place systems, structures for governance.
So do we have those
the
systems
CDC
and
came
structures
and broke everything down. That's what we want to rescue the country from. And that's why some of us are aiding this rescue mission. And we achieve it. And this country will be happy again. We will not give this country to protest. I sat in a meeting with Ellis Cummings and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Musa Benete. I know their minds. We will not sit and allow that to happen.
Eugene Elfungen is drawing the line between President George Weah and Joseph Boakai.
Senator George Mane Usman Gozi Weah, 100% full-blooded Liberian, born and raised, and Joseph Boakai, who lineage is tied to Sierra Leone, from the questionable citizenship to his primary school. I want to draw the line between two of them. Line number one, George Weah is a young, energetic, patriotic, and humble citizen of the Republic of Liberia. I said it. I said young, energetic, meaning he full of energy, patriotic. You don't need to, what do you call that? Humble, no record, don't bother nobody. Even he had million, he will now use 10,000 to buy arms. Citizen of the Republic of Liberia. Joseph Boakai is an old, frail, and weak, unpatriotic, questionable citizen of the Republic of Liberia. Do you argue that? He's 23 years older than George Weah. No argument. He is too old to be a modern day president. No argument. He has collapsed several times, meaning he is frail and he is weak. No argument. He is unpatriotic because, one, he lied to us. Two, all the jobs he held, he did nothing. And the 43 years he served in government was marked by massive fraud, waste, and abuse, and most importantly, rampant corruption. As far as the citizenship is concerned, it is in question. Number two, your call them. I'm ready for them today. Number three, take note. Share the video. Take note. I'm separating the two people. Number three, George Weah is far more educated than Joseph Boakai. No question asked. I pause for 15 seconds. I dare anybody open their mouth on that one. George Weah is not only educated, but far more educated than Joseph Boakai. Number three. Why do we say so? Joseph Boakai claims he has a Bachelor's of Arts degree and a certificate, a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Liberia.
Emmanuel, bro. You are welcome.
And a certificate from Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration. Finish. Go look on the Executive Mansion website. He said put it that nobody be him, nobody force him. That all he got and that all he know. That's all. Nothing else there. This is not me. This is the man himself.
So folks, let me say a pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Based on your location, my name is Imana Petermas and this is TTV Online. We are coming to you live on district number 16, Security.
I want to bring you this current event that today, this video is today. I'm not saying, it's basically just 2 days ago, right? Sorry, just 2 days ago. This is the Corwell Junction. This is how the dirt is taking over Liberia. These people politicized the issue of dirt and said that when they come, Liberia will be the cleanest city on the planet Earth. But listening to this video, don't believe me. I want you to listen to this video. Let's go ahead.
Our Junction. Today is May 23rd, 2020.
Sorry, it's today's video, not even the one that day before yesterday. I have it. So this video is today's video at Corwell. Look at how the place is. I just want you to listen. Let me carry this back and I want you to listen. It's about 12 minutes. Today I'm just playing you video. So let's listen. This is Liberia, not Joseph Newman Boakai. Where you get one man that call himself Siafa, that's supposed to be working. He there.
So folks, let me say a pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Based on your location, my name is Imana Petermas and this is TTV Online. We are coming to you live on district number 16, Security, Corwell Junction. Today is May 23rd, 2025. We are calling on. This is a clear update to call on the MCC. This is a clear update to call on the MCC. The market people are crying, marketeers are crying, and we just visited Douala Market and we saw a lot of comments from those marketers. So all I'm say, we are not mandatory to bring this up, but it is forced to bring speed to call on the MCC to implement the option. We are in Corwell Junction. As you can see, this is actually embarrassing. This is actually embarrassing. You see this? This is right on the roadside. This is right on the roadside where people stop to get vehicle to go to their various destinations and the various homes.
So instead of addressing the issue, fellow Liberians, Joseph Newman Boakai has put gang together to come and think that they can convince the Liberian people or to blast at the Liberian people in the name of class whatever reload. You see that? So these are things that are happening in Liberia. The government is doing nothing to address it, but they put a bunch of propagandists together where every month they will spend nothing less than $46,000 to want to clarify, to want to think that they can deceive us. Like Azedo will say, you can deceive your way to power, but you can't deceive your way or you can lie to govern. So the reality is now stepping in. And all we are doing is calling on these people to do what is right. To do what is right. Somebody here is saying, Mussolini Toure, saying another mountain of dirt is in Douala. But let's go ahead. Let's watch this. These are the people that said they were coming, they will transform the city, they will do this, they will do that. But take a listen.
But while stopping a vehicle, evading this disease, the death, it will cause serious embarrassment. Why people avoid the vehicle to this area, it will cause serious sickness, serious embarrassment. So we are calling on the MCCs, the government to emerge to implement the options by taking removing this debt. This is actually bad and on the main road, the principal street. On the principal street. So all I may say, we are not mandatory, but yes, we thought it's wise to bring it on board to call on the MCCs I think you listening to the conversation from the marketeers who spoke mentally calling on the government. The marketeers spoke mentally calling on the government. They all tried to criticize. All tried to criticize, but no, we are exploring politics. We are exploring politics by governors. No, we tell us why to bring this because this is all about our health. This is all about health. So politics need to be at school. We speak the reality about calling on the government, and most especially the MCCs, to implement their actions. I think we visited the dollar market. Others are crying, saying the market, the MCC people send them for Mr. Mo. So that we visited dollar market and marketeers were crying, complaining on the debt issues. Allah said, exploring this place, we don't have nowhere to go. Allah said, the government have pushed off on a side to carry on their development. It is good and it is necessary, but we are calling on the government to remove the debt. That's actually key from some of the marketeers. Around the Douala belt, others are crying. A lot of people are crying. People are complaining. So this is actually causing severe embarrassment to we the marketeers. But we don't have no access. We don't have no dominion to call on the government. But since the press are banned, we're so grateful to talk to people, and we got some messages from a lot of people that since 5 days, since 5 weeks rather, the debt have been placed here. The debt have been placed here. So they are actually calling on the MCC people to implement the action. So folks, let me say a pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon, based on your location. My name is Emmanuel B. Thomas and this is TTV Online. We are coming to you live from district number 16 Pacific. We call where Johnson Belt, where we tell us why to bring on the necessary issues for the government to implement by removing this debt, and marketeers are crying too along. As you can see, this is where those people place to do their number of businesses, and we all know this is a food business. So it's the deck and the food invoice. You know how it takes very bad and so sad. So today is May 23rd, 2025. We're calling on the government to see how best to implement the actions. We are not mandatory to do this, but it is all about health. Let's do politics. Let's speak the realities. So first, let's exclude the marketeers. So let's come to the raw issues. This is where people are with a vehicle. This is where people are with vehicle to get to go to their various destination of the various homes. But while awaiting vehicle, if you encounter these issues, you got if you encounter these issues, sickness actually derives from that, and So this is bad. So folks, drop a comment to our comment section as you can take view and we close the screen to go to okay, Mervin Cooper said, do you have nose mask on? Oh well, brother, thank you for that advice. I'm very sure protecting myself from this issues.
We want to welcome David, who is watching us from Freeport.
So you just enjoyed see for yourself. This is not a propaganda. This is not all about propaganda. This is not all about criticizing the government. This is not all about propaganda, and this is not all about criticizing the government. This is all about our health. Wherever the two mean to be speak, we start talking. So this is not all about propaganda. This is all about health. When we all knew the union this virus that is intern monkeypox.
Cyberbullying is killing. It's really dangerous. So my network fluctuated, so I just solved that technical issue and get back. Share the allegations, and it's disappointing that the very people that share those allegations, I was bullied. I heard cyberbullied. I felt I had to shut down social media. And imagine what it is. The next one, if you don't come, you'll be arrested and be locked. To raise that alarm, swift action from the LCC. The next one, if you don't come, you'll be arrested and be locked. And that was too much for me. That was swift action. LCC had a lot on their table, I know. But there were other accused by LCC. They never got suspended. They still hold on to their job. I don't question the partial decision of the president. I'm here to speak about myself. I'm just speaking out because after 4 months, I think it helps me with healing. It doesn't matter whether the investigation takes 5 years anymore. It doesn't matter whether it takes the entire 6 years. The courage to come out today and just gave a synopsis of what happened, because I cannot go detail word for word because there are consequences legally. But I feel relief. I actually feel a great relief. I've talked this behind the scene. So before I come on social media, people say, "Oh, don't keep quiet on the investigation." I can die in silence. I can kill myself in silence. I can grieve in silence. Especially for someone who never been accused of a crime before. I mean, I'm a human. If it is, I face it. If it's procedure error, it's procedure error. If it is nothing at all, it's nothing at all. But I suffered in silence, and a lot of people don't know the impact of cyberbullying. Those tearful, those dirty comments, those dirty words that are quick to come from your fingers. You don't know how government works. You don't know how institution works. You don't know the impact. But come up, with this report, that I can know what to do. Emotionally, it's not okay for me. Mentally, it's not okay for me because I'm not used to that kind of a life. That's not my personality, you know. And I wasn't given the opportunity. Like I said today, my coming up is to break the silence, to break, that silence that pull me down. I mean, I'm an agile person, very active. And I want to say a very special thanks to those who reached out to me, those who visited me, those who consistently texting me, those who encouraging me. And I also want to thank those who in my inbox are calling me criminal. I remember 2 occasions. There's a guy who just kept calling me criminal, criminal. So I went to his social media, I zoomed his picture, done something, and it's all right. I mean, I don't negate the fact that I should not be called by LCC. I mean, I appreciate it. It should be, and it's just it has just been tough. Like the bully and people come in your inbox and you criminal and you stole our money, and I just feel relieved today. Coming up and saying what I'm saying, I feel relief. It's okay for me. It's better that I did than to keep pondering in my heart and in my mind, and no one can tell what happens next. So I'm okay. I live a simple lifestyle. I don't really care much about what trolls will say because they are hurt. It's almost like 7 sons, my family. I do have a work to do. The strength. And nobody not going to use me to do things that is not characteristic of me.
Your message is telling me, don't be ashamed. Just try to keep yourself.
So first, let me say a pleasant good morning, evening, afternoon. Based on your location, my name is Emmanuel Thomas. I'm visiting Holland. We are coming to you live in district number 16 Pacific, the Kuwait market, where we are calling on the MCC to implement their actions on this debt. This is actually causing serious embarrassment to the marketeers and those who especially ride or walk on the side road. So this is the call on MCC to implement their functions by taking this dirt, this garbage. This is actually causing serious embarrassment, serious diseases, and to the marketeers. So the marketeers emerged themselves called so what's we keep following, keep sharing. This is the first update calling on the MCC. This garbage causing serious embarrassment, serious diseases that derive from this death. So we thought it was to call on the MCC to implement their actions by removing this. This is not about politics. This is not about criticizing, but this is all about health. So we all put politics aside, but we bring our health first. And with this, it causes a lot of diseases. So we are calling on the MCC to implement their actions by removing this garbage. As you can see, this is This is Dualat, not Dualat, but Kuwait market. So first, keep sharing, keep following. Drop a comment. That is necessary to bring you a speeded update on these issues. A prince said, which market is this? Okay, we are currently in Kuwait. So as you can see, this is where the garbage sits, and we have on the side market people, marketeers are here doing their businesses. Then you see this things. It's actually affecting those people. It's actually affecting this. This is actually affecting people from the market. As you can see from your own observation from this clear video, this is where the people sit. This is where the people sit. This is where the people sit to do their normal businesses. And we see this garbage causing zero embarrassment. Zero embarrassment. And that zero embarrassment. So first, we are not discussing about politics. We are not talking about politics. This is all about reality and about our health. This prioritize our health first. So we are calling on the
These are the people who lied to you and said they were going to ensure that they do everything right in 4 months. Look at this video. This is current video. Let me play you another video again of how dirty the streets of Monrovia are and the city is under Joseph Numa Boakai. Don't believe what I'm saying? Let's go as I bring you this for you to actually see and watch it for yourself.
All right, let me show plus the center screen. The center screen.
This center
symmetry where a lot of women and substance of the so the MCC are here to see how so we just told us why to bring you the courage, the life happenings here. We see most young brothers and sisters are here today, homeless and job need to see how best to.
This is MCC.
For those individuals who are here currently, and the MCC2 need to try how best to work on this current look of this historical place called Center Scripts Graveyard. As you were told, like so as you can see, Liberia, because we are Liberians, our cell need to work on clinics and see how best our country be recognized. So today we thought it's wise to bring you the Happy New Year. See, no move on there.
On the screen, want to move on the screen, you know.
Your ball man didn't go ahead.
So do what the right we go.
Not you.
Why you going on you?
My man. See, no move on there.
On the screen, want to move on the screen. It's 2019 will go. And Joseph Boakai are going to election. But at that time, they finish doing it. the voting card. I done the free registering.
So
I can join. We are poor people also. I can call it say. On the president, you know, the president gets on Sunday. And then
so, during that time, George Weah was having a dominion to citizen. Yeah, okay, yeah. Put a speak.
359 men.
And you were included.
Yeah, I was included. I there about 10 years of my life. I go to jail 2019. I come out at 2023. So when I come to jail, my mom passed away. And the area was living, someone from the state was helping us. So they were more break the horse down. He decided to pay the horse there. So I said, I look at him and said, 5 for 5.
All right.
Some people are looking for raw. When I go in the mommy, I ain't get a contact. So I decided to fall on the street. You go where my woman land to say, oh, my dad. Yeah.
Individual who engages into bad substances. And let me do mentions on the MCC 2 year are working.
Anyway,
all right.
They're wasting down the gun. If they're alright, because we don't get never do what a day. So now, rescue mission. So now, something get took out for it. They have all the hair.
Thursday, May 22nd, to get some analysis, some view, some perspective. Well,
and I'm not saying that, but everything is far. If you for send money, I can't. I will say what to the
amen.
For send them money, I can't.
So, how you see the past administration from Weah and the current administration of Boakai?
The prime minister is 100% what you pay your government.
What makes the past administration is 100%?
So at least everything on 100%. For everybody, so your market yeah, but I don't get make it again. The prime minister, I got 50,000 and I have a 30,000. The past government people go work every 50,000 and then I can't make it. But you want to bring the market, but then they bring the market, the price was the past government because you will buy 3,000 more, 8,000. Or go to the money for the people to say, you're going to put hard tax on. They put hard tax on. Yeah, they have to say that the market is very hard.
So what you want to tell the government, the current government now? Why you want to tell the government now?
Everything straight. Everything all the asking our money in the country. Everything all the everything straight. No problem for them. All the station will get first. Will get first for people.
You get it. What you will do as a citizen if you get first?
Will protest against the power.
Okay.
How it's finished. But then they move for nothing. Oh, no receipt. They don't move for nothing. They don't do nothing. They just move the nature to bring a corrupt people in power. And they move the men. No understanding. So that when they come, let's say something with people. Go against you.
Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna talk to you. I heard it. What make you well? What make you sick? Okay, so how is business? How business? How business? So how you see the past administration from Weah, the current administration of Boakai? What make Weah better?
The two persons were not quality. Now the two persons are. One can make it. I keep it down. I've got 30,000. But I'm not going to buy enough. This is soft. You strong. So you see, we are going to the government.
So you use 30,000 to buy. Then how much you get? How much you get?
If you're not prepared to born, don't born yourself for a child. That won't happen this year. That's small thing that you have to do. You get talent out and you have to go. You can't skip. You think about the
All right, thank you so much, Johnny. Okay, thank you. Amalo. What are you going to so man, let me know please. No, I'm coming here. Yeah. So I see the past administration, the current administration. Hello. Yeah? Have business. So how you see the past administration from we and the current administration from Boakai? How you see the past administration from we are and the current administration from Boakai? Okay. Supposed to say you're talking to people. What the fuck? I'm out. Have business. Have business. Is it okay? I want to ask you about that, man. Everything. Have business. What makes you look so tired? What makes you hungry? Okay. So how you see the past administration from we and the current administration of Boakai? How you see the past administration from we and the current administration of Boakai? What make Boakai government already? What make the Boakai administration already? So what you want to tell the government now? Okay, thank you so much, Ani. Okay, thank you, Jeanette. Amalo. Okay. How you coming on?
Yes, I'm fine.
How everything? Okay. So how is business?
I'm thank you. Buying small.
Okay.
To manage it.
Okay, thank you. Your name, Mama. Okay, Mama. Mama, how you see the past administration from we and the current administration from Boakai?
All right. At that time, they money of family.
From we are
yeah, they money of family. They no money. Yes, I see. Working places
So what you want to tell the administration now? What you want to tell the Boakai administration?
But I'm telling you that if you feel sorry for the whole promotion or we go now, we're not young again.
Ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Just TV. Everything. Have business. I say have business. So, come on. So how you see the past administration from via and the commission of Boakai? Yeah? Yeah, we do okay. What make we have we do okay? Okay, thank you, Yanni. Okay, Hannah. Hello. This it? Yeah. Start business. You spoil more. I think no problem. Sorry, no problem. Listen now. They come out of you. Past administration from we and the current administration of Boakai. I see the past administration from we and the current administration of Boakai. I see we are region. You see it? Okay.
I'm market. I'm market away from moving. We are done. Now I'm moving. So it's a market.
Okay. Your name, please.
But you've been staying here for a long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah, so how was things with President Wiata?
It was smoothly moving. Oh, small, but for now, as you can see, since the morning, we never sell one customer.
So since this morning,
and then
nobody has bought anything for you here.
Yes. Police can take your money. They expect you to free.
Okay.
Since the morning, nobody number. So are you free? You leader. I get taking your money.
Wow. So now, will you prefer President Wiata coming back?
Oh yes, I'm a United Partisan.
Yes. But now, if election is here today,
I will vote President Wiata.
President Wiata.
Yes.
So you are United Partisan.
Yes. Because what's going on now? We're really getting on shit. Yes.
Yeah, economic condition is not better.
Oh yes.
Okay. Your name again?
I'm Jay Kamara.
I'm not Jay Kamara.
Yeah.
Thanks for having you. So ma, how everything? How's the country with you now?
The country too hard. Now la to him, my son. The country hard.
Wow.
Can you imagine? My children coming dre. The old shoe that on the bed I take from there. Doing Wiata. Yeah. I will buy different things. I will come at shopping. I buy different things. But the old shoe, yeah. I come from breaking it now. I'm going to put it on and they're going to. So tell me now, what the facility now that will go on in the country? It's too hard.
So you saying that what you were promised by the Joseph Yuma Boakai government, that is not what you
nothing. I'm not saying nothing working. Nothing working, brother. I will not lie to you.
So what do you prefer now? Will you prefer Judge Mano we are coming back?
I say I prefer 100 times. You know what I will tell you? My chicken, my dog, everything waiting. Nah.
Everything waiting.
I say everything waiting to vote for Jowia.
Wow.
Yes, because I know the interest are in him, and I know that God sent him.
God sent him.
Yeah, God sent him. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So how is business going? How's business?
The business is not really improving.
So now you've been selling here for over some years, and so during the regime of Josh Mano Wia, and as compared to now under President Joseph Yuma Boakai, how can you compare business?
You can compare it because I can remember 2017 when Joe Wia become president for Labrador. As of the time I start making money on my own. I even bought Lendy. But anytime the party people come in power, something very hard. As you can see me, this is not my body. Things are hard. Yeah, so from the economic situation, the economic situation for presently, this regime is very hard.
It's very hard. So it was quite better doing
Joe Wia time now.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you are grading the two government, who will you grade higher past them first?
I will grade Joe Wia government 100% and this government 10%.
Okay, thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm James Fire.
James Fire. Thank you. So how is business going?
Thank God, my man, you know now.
So you said that Joseph Boakai government. So doing job man, how was business with you?
Business was already know to say this number no business, but to say one thing is that I'm playing.
Wow. So are you saying now it's better than Joseph Yuma Boakai time is higher than President Wia time?
Very, very hard. To prepare Jowia time, one Jowia again, that will come back.
So are you calling Jowia back? So if election is to be happening, who will you vote for? Jowia?
I'll go for Jowia.
Wow. So if you have to grade the past regime and the current regime, how will you grade them?
The past regime, I will grade the past regime 80%, and this regime, I will grade this regime 50%.
Thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm Moses.
So like regime of President Wia and now under Joseph Yuma Boakai, how can you compare business? How was it doing President Wia time and now how it is doing this administration of Joseph Yuma Boakai?
Well, the business sector now will find it difficult because of the US rate.
Okay, because of the
US rate. Because when the US go up, you find out people and to buy can be difficult. When the US rate come down, you can find the liberty plenty in the market, so everybody can buy. But for now, the US rate is high.
But what do you think is the cause of that?
Well, we can only blame the central government for that.
The government. So, how is business with you currently?
The business is not going well now because in the government we're finding more difficulty.
So, during George Mano Wia time, how was your business?
During George Mano Wia time, at least business are going on small while managing.
You're managing.
Yeah.
So now, if you have to compare the two governments, who are you grade as your first?
Yeah, I'll grade George Wia government because this government we thought that this government will come to bring things for us, but we see now everyone are going I log on seeing business people are not even there getting a need what they need in a business. Business going afloat.
So how was business today for you?
Yeah, at least I think what God gave me today, at least I in 5,000. Yeah, at least I can manage. And I saw a business I said I come to farm a daily bread.
So you say at least you in 5,000. So
yeah.
do we judge money we have time when you come in the market here, in Douala market, and sell usually by the evening hour? How much you used to carry home and when you live in the market?
Yeah, during we are time at this hour I used to generate almost 20,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's wide range.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you again. So how is business moving?
Oh, really? It is not fun.
Okay.
But in everything, we get gotten for the movement. But the government is not doing well for us.
Yeah, so doing President Wiata, I think that was the time you started selling here. So how was business back then as compared to now?
Oh, Wiata was very great.
Okay.
It was very great because when you can't sell, end of the day, you know that you go home to your family. But for now, it's very difficult.
But what do you think is the problem now? It's very difficult.
The problem from the government. Because there is no job for the youth, there is no job for our parents, and even they are putting our people down, our parents are crying, so people will take pay, they will come back, they are not taking pay, so really, we are facing a lot of problem in the country now.
So how can you grade the two administrations? Boakai and Boakai, how can you grade them?
I grade job we are government as one.
Thank you so much.
100%.
Your name again?
Fede my name.
So how is business moving?
Business higher.
Business high.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the cause that business is higher?
The way the country running, I even business.
So during President Wiata, how was business as compared to now?
Why? Business was going there.
Business was going.
Yeah.
So you telling me that business was going during President Wiata more than now?
Yeah.
So how is the range? Now you come, you say yeah, send this morning. Now you will be leaving very soon. So how much have been your income today? But as compared to President Wiata, how was your income like?
So now President Wiata, so now we can sell the whole day over. Yeah, what this and for the full base at war.
Thank you so much. Your name again?
Elijah.
Yes.
So how is business moving?
The business hard more than before.
More than before. So tell us about before. How was business back
before? Things were not really difficult or pressing now.
Okay.
At least we used to pass one cartoon and when we come one day, everything was finished. But now when you buy one cartoon, it can take more than 1 week.
Wow.
Before it finish.
Wow.
Nothing. Sporting market, so I know the role in the market. What they point, they pushing to us. So the government now they got to try to really work on it because they're making a lot of mistakes, and they make it hurting our heart.
So it hurting your heart. So
yes.
If election is to be held to the judgment, we are come back.
You will be 100% ready to 100%.
So how is business?
Very technical.
Very technical. What do you mean by that?
I mean it is slow.
It's the slow.
Yeah.
So you've been selling for how many years?
And when the police are disturbing on the meeting room.
Okay.
I know how the ready locate, or we don't get location, but it disturb every time.
So now you've been selling for how many years?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm a 10 year. Yeah.
So during President we are regime, how was business with you as compared to now?
In West. They moved west than Jowiatan. But it seems but now it's very high.
For now it is difficult than President Wiata.
Yes.
President Wiata was quite better than now.
Yes.
That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a little bit or small.
A little bit or small. Yeah. So now if election is to be held today, President Wiata come back, and who will you vote for? President Wiata or President Boakai?
Jowia or
you vote for Jowia.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Your name again?
Ibel Fire.
Ibel Fire. So let's now doing President Wiata. How was business compared to now?
Doing President Wiata, the business was good more than this time.
Okay, well, good more than this time. But what do you think is the problem? What do you think is the problem?
Who really know?
So if election is to be held today, they bring Jowia, and they bring Boakai. Who will you vote for now? Say it was better than Germany.
It's easy. It's not easy than a President Wiata. Well, all the money later.
So you prefer President we are coming back?
Yes.
Okay. Then how is business?
Business is not running, no money in the country. Everything looking tough.
So compare this regime as compared to
regime or farm money regime.
Or farm money regime.
Yeah,
How?
Because we're seeing money on the street.
Money on the street.
Yeah, yeah.
And your business
is running.
But now it is not like
it's
that.
Tough.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what can be your measures to the government to intervene in this kind of situation?
We can pass our measure to tell the government that they have to put mechanic in place to see how everything will be okay.
So will you be willing for President George Weah to come back and to power instead of Joseph Boakai remaining as president?
I'm waiting for President Weah to come back more than Joseph Boakai.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Okay. Ellis Wonder.
Thank you, sir. Brother, how you doing?
Yeah, we said it now, no money in the country now, everything. My name, Mare. Imare. Yeah.
So you're talking, you say how is business?
It isn't everything cool, brother. We just want the song say, no understanding, no market going, everything. Say they put it money behind everything.
I was said before doing President Weah time.
No, Weah time, you always small, till movie small, you do hard, but till movie small. But now you look at it before. Very, very hard, ever before.
Okay. So the way you are saying it, what do you think is of the problem? Do you think President Weah should come back or what?
When you come back, 2020 now will be waiting for you to come back.
So when you come back, will you put him back as president?
I wish I will put him back, but go out.
Okay, thank you so much. Your name again?
Imare.
Yeah, so Jacob, how is business?
This is very tough, bro.
This is very tough.
Very, very much tough. Also, it's giving a hard time. We don't sell one piece.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of my market is 60 they ask to pay money to get it up. You can share more than 5 or 6 different groups. Up on arrest it, you going free. Up on arrest it, going free. So we're saying tough time, but very hard. So asking the government to come to our help. Yeah, ready.
So was it like this during President Weah time?
No. President Weah 100% was selling our business, no scratch. Maybe every time you just have it, say, oh, that job being small, but they know the rest market. I was having 100%. We have to get a position to sell because I know global daily bread to sustain. So, but the same government to overthink have been tough. You see the black player that go across the black when you sell and those pay at the back. We ask them to find place for all to sell. Since then, we get no answer from them. And the police are disturbing us.
Okay, yeah. So now, if President Weah is to come back, will you vote him?
100%. I really voted him.
You voted him?
I voted him.
You're willing to vote him?
If you come 400 times, you're come 400 times of voting.
Thank you so much.
Only is Jacob.
So So now, if election is over here today, President, we are come back. And who will you vote for, President? We are President Boakai.
Joria or Bobo.
You vote for Joria.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Your name again?
Email fire.
Email fire. So let's now doing President We Are Town. How was business compared to now?
Doing President We Are Town, the building was good more than this time.
Okay, well, good more than this time. But what do you think is the problem? What do you think is the problem?
Who rather know?
So if election is to be held today, they bring Joria and they bring Boakai. Who you vote for now? Say it was better than Germany We Are Town.
And I easy. Yeah, he said no, President We Are Town. Well, all the money this time.
So you prefer President We Are coming back?
Yes.
Okay. Then how is business?
This is not running, no money in the country. Everything looking tough.
So compare this regime as compared to
regime or family regime.
Or family regime.
Yeah,
how?
Because we're seeing money on the street.
Money on the street.
Yeah.
And your business
is running.
But now it is not like that.
Stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what can be a measure to the government to intervene in this kind of situation?
We can pass our measure to tell the government that they have to put money in place to see how everything will be okay.
So will you be willing for President George Manu to come back and to power instead of just Boakai remaining as president?
I'm waiting for the President We have to come back more than Joseph Boakai.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Ellis Wonder.
Thank you, sir, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, we said it now, no money in the country now, everything.
Your name?
My name, Mare. Imare. Yeah.
So you're talking and say how is business?
It's business and everything cool, brother.
Mr. President, on behalf of the Market Wafer Channel, as head of the Custom Broker in Liberia, we are then confronting the LRA with the kind of a tax regime being used on the business people over a couple of years. And in my hands are various documents being used, instruments being used to raise taxes at the free pool. And the instruments are in threefold. We have the clear report, we have the DI, and we have the NNRF. The DI, those are goods that come from China that are not inspected overseas, will be inspected in the port. The clear report are those one being inspected overseas, come to the free port, get it at the consignee warehouse, being used by the document provided by the
This that you are watching, fellow Liberians, is President Weah meeting with business people in Liberia. You know, that's what I said the last time, that when you are a leader, it is not just by the title, but your action shows that you are a leader. If you will indeed impact the people's life, your engagement with them will prove that you will impact their life. This is President Weah meeting with business people. You know, the issue of the rising prices of basic commodities on the market is not a strange thing, but it also depends on how government is going to tackle the issue. So under the regime of President Weah, he understands that these people are business people. They do not manufacture their own goods to sell it. They buy from outside, add profit on it. But then he did not just leave the market open for people to just do whatever they want to do. At least he was able to talk to business owner, to talk to business people that, look, my people, we cannot make the business environment to be so harsh for ourselves and our people. So he met with them, discussed with them, found out what the problem, so that he could, resolve it. So this was a meeting of President Weah meeting with business people. All that one was able to help to curtail the prices of basic commodities on the Liberian market. But don't believe me, let's listen to this.
Mr. President, on behalf of the Market Wafer Channel, as head of the Custom Broker in Liberia, we are then confronting the LRA with the kind of a tax regime being used on the business people over a couple of years. And in my hands are various documents being used, instruments being used to raise taxes at the free pool. And the instruments are in threefold. We have the clear report, we have the DI, and we have the NNRF. The DI, those are goods that come from China that are not inspected overseas, will be inspected in the port. The clear report are those one being inspected overseas, come to the free port, get it at the consignee warehouse, being used by the document provided by the to get the goods out. But yeah, it's a problem.
So you see what is happening? President Weah took his own time. He sat down there and listened to business people. he was able to listen attentively to what their issues, are at the time. So let's go ahead.
President, who's coming into the country now? We have BVAC that being hired by the government to do all of the inspection, vehicle report for DR to Liberia. And the agreement with the Liberian government that BVAC, who have the capacity out there where the government cannot reach, will do the inspection overseas, come to Monrovia with a certificate given to the importer to be used to custom for violation and oral exercise, making sure to raise government revenue. But over the years, the issue has changed.
But I'm asking a question. If you get beaver that is spending of continue, satisfy it and the close the container from China, why do you need to open up container when you get here? Either you pay here or you pay there. Either you pay here or you pay there. So I told them, since the goods in China, they will inspect the goods there. They will inspect everything. They will only one by one. When they finish, the beaver close the container, the CA, the maybe your document, the container travel to Labrador. And there's a because beaver get the inspection document that the seal is okay to go. They come on the government and you get your document, take it, on a car, you go to get it. But if you open the container again, I see the document inside. And those things are not, it's not right because it's all my container. Everything in that container, as soon as I open the book, everything there lost. That's why you see the furniture, I have to buy the furniture here. Because most of the life, everything I in there, by the time you finish spending it here, when you get on the closet, they come to my home and find out that all of the things that are in there, everything was missing. People just get come. So we got to find a way where people are spending until they close, they see it again, they see it again, they see that. So what are they expecting? You understand? What is the expectation? So we got to find a way.
I will tell God thank you because at least the one we're expecting here address our issue and you will get back to us by the help of God. And we pray that good news comes from other end.
So what was your issue?
The issue was concerning the post issue. Concerning the post issue, when we bring goods, we have some goods all in the port were being declared. They said it was declared falsely. And with of course that sometimes we bring goods, the prices are low and they expect for us to pay high taxes. And we ask the government to help us to give us flat rate. And what we are appealing to the government for.
So is the goods are presently at the port and there's no way to get it out?
We got some and some is in stock.
Because of the high cost, so you still got it there.
Yes, but the president will believe that he will address the issue.
How many days you take to clear your goods at the port?
They said they gave APL terminal gave 5 days. All of that 5 days we were able to pay like extra payment. But the president decided to address the issue also.
So the 5 days not enough for you or what?
No, it's not enough. Because in 5 days time you cannot get all. Like the price they called it 20,000, 21,000 in 5 days time. US dollars. Yes. In 5 days time you cannot raise that money. Because it's not one person to continue. You got like 30 person more one continue, which is groupage. So you cannot raise that money in a 5 days time. It's hard.
That's why you see the furniture, I have to buy the furniture here. Because most of the life, everything I in there, by the time you finish spending it here, when you get on the closet, they come to my home and find out that all of the things that are in there, everything was missing. People just get come. So we got to find a way where people are expecting until they close, they see it again, they see it again, they see that. So what are they expecting? You understand? What is the expectation? We got to find a way.
I will tell God thank you because at least the one we're expecting here address our issue and you will get back to us by the help of God. And we pray that good news comes from other end.
So what was your issue?
The issue was facilitating the post issue.
One partnership at the same time. We want serious people, and to solve the issue, we have to sit down at the table and really go for our goal, all we were successful. But if now, there will be a misstep, you don't want that. Then you saw the people in Kawe. You're not waiting for your presentation. They went in the street and burn tires. We can get as electricity. And if we are not careful, they're going to be happening for communities and communities. So we need a competitor. We need someone to challenge LEC. So we have the capacity to do so. So we need to sit in a meeting where we'll sit and say, look, we agree to run competition, and let's see the private sector, let's see what they got. It can also help them to, when there's a competition, and someone that is high will bring the price down because they don't want to beat the price. So, but if there's one, then election will be high. Election should not be expensive. In any society. Someone that live abroad, you talk about Ireland, I live in France. Those things are affordable. So now everybody pays and everybody go for it. If it's not affordable, the only thing you're gonna see is power tech. It's power tech. So we gotta sit there and those delays. Our people need help. If we don't have that, they're gonna steal from us. They want to make sure that the cost control, case steady. April 14, arrest. No, don't take it serious. When we go in the street, a young kid, people think that they get trouble, but it took away from government and brought war. So we don't play with people based in the citizens. We have to do everything to solve it. And we want to work with our partner. Our partner have to understand that. The people needs and wants, and that's something we can play with. Those things get taken away. Government easy. You see France, that they raise the court taxes for business owner. People get into almost 4 weeks. Almost going France now. You saw Greece in 1996. Therefore, university student, Greece were on fire. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be serious too. So it's a fun presentation. But, if they need help, we need to help them. That's what we did. We came here, we had $6 million. $9 million, okay. But it's still government continue. Okay, we try to pay. We pay. Now we pay the $6 million. What happened? We still can see electricity in the community. Because that was the reason we should pay that money. That, the reason we're not doing well because $9 million. Okay, we wanted to do well, and then $9 million. But still, the reason we pay $9 million for people are still struggling. We have to take it serious. Our government, we want to make sure we get a clean record. But we cannot pay debt. And those who pay debt can now execute what it's supposed to do. Because we did not delay. With the seriousness of what we pay the debt. But you can't get it debt, then there's little rules and how they call it. But if we are going to go through PPCC to pay debt, I'm sure nobody will get their money. So we got to take it serious. I'm a practical person. I don't got too much theory. I'm not used to it. Pragmatism exists. If LSC is not ready now, we can get private people. Let's start distribution and we can compete.
Well, John, so presentation is great. I think the president is here just because of it, because he's responding to the pressures in communities. He's here to hear your version, but you get the story. It's all about the delay in this sector. The partners have been made aware of this, and at all levels, the delays. Even the thing I just signed, we had to cut short the rules, or else we would probably not be signing that thing. So the message is clear. We got the marching order from the government. Government's prepared to do whatever, but we need to deliver in the fastest possible time. and aggressively move in energy and electricity. But that's just what you're hearing from the president.
I just have one last slide, which is just about the future of LEC, and I'm sure
Don't wrap it up now because the president has a USAID signing, and maybe
we have IMS, Integrated Management System, project being funded by the
okay, so this is a system that's going to turn things around pretty fast. Integrated. Talk about that.
Can you go back there, please? This corporation-wide training. Practically everybody in the corporation will receive training in this. It's a major improvement in LEC's ability to communicate with and service our customers. It provides faster emergency response to our customers. It will provide faster and more accurate management information. It will improve our ability to manage the maintenance of our assets. It will give us full control over our prepayment vending system. We're going to move towards cashless transactions, so all transactions will be either by bank transfer or mobile money. It will reduce costs right across the organization and will turn that into a modern, efficient, and customer service-driven utility.
All right. Let me add a question quickly. Because a lot of people complaining. If I want a current today and I give to you, what's the time frame for me to get a current?
The time frame at the moment is probably about 2 weeks, depending on which area you're in. 2 weeks, yeah.
John, I mean, 2 weeks too long. No, hold on. We know we'll be here in 300 days, 6 months. But that 2 weeks is not.
It depends.
Okay, President, 1 2 weeks.
It depends on if there's infrastructure in your area and we just need to put a dropper in and put a meter in, then it's relatively fast turnaround.
So the meter takes 2 weeks.
To actually book it out of storage.
Members of government, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the fifth estate, our elders, marketeers, our youth, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Since I took office 1 year now, there have been many such occasions in which I have participated to launch programs and events that will support and advance the Pro agenda for development and prosperity, our national development plan. However, I'm very happy to be here today to launch this particular program because it is one that is very, very close to my heart. You may recall that in my inaugural address, I stated that we will not permit Liberian owned business to be marginalized. I also stated that we cannot remain spectators in our own economy. In this regard, I promise that my government will prioritize the interests of Liberian-owned businesses and offer programs to help them become more competitive. Today, with the launching of this Liberian Business Development Fund, the LBDF, we are here today to witness the promise fulfilled. The LBDF has been established by my government as a $3 million United States loan scheme exclusively for Liberian businesses and microfinance institutions. Liberians will be able to borrow from the LBDF to produce goods and services for the domestic market.
My desire is to strengthen and support you, the Liberian business community, such that ordinary business people will be able to move from sidewalk to store, from market to manufacturing, and from being mere spectator to active participants. And in the very near future, to take ownership of the Liberian economy. I trust in your ability to do this, my fellow Liberians. The proceeds of these loans are not intended for you to enrich yourselves, but enable you to invest in the local economy, in expanding our businesses. The interest rate on these loans is powerful in the nature, and I am informed that it will be one of the lowest in the Liberian financial market, with flexible collateral requirements and extended payment terms. Let me admonish you, however, that these loans are not free money. You who benefit from these funds must be responsible borrower and repay your loans on time, so you can have continuous leverage to take loans.
So those of you that will ask the question, what did we do the time he was there? These are all videos that we are playing for you to see it, for you to watch it. So you see a practical intervention in the business sector, especially in people who are maybe, one will say, hand to more business people. So you see that the we-are-led government was even able to organize a loan scheme where people will take loan, with little or no, let's say, interest, and at the end of the day to keep their businesses afloat. This is what President Weah did when he was in power, as compared to Joseph Newman Boakai, who will lie to the Liberian people, who will deceive the Liberian people, who will only enrich himself. So this video that I'm showing you is President Weah making intervention in the lives of the business people. So watch it, enjoy it, and see how President Weah impacted the society, how he impacted the economy. That's why when you hear people saying President Weah time better than Joseph Newman Boakai time, these are the interventions that President Weah made in his people's life. Don't believe me? Watch it. Let's go ahead.
Let me admonish you, however,
those of you
that these loans are not free.
It will hurt you, and you will be here. And we are grateful that you are here. Want to welcome all of you. Those of you who don't like to hear the truth or to see what is factual, you will hear, you will see it. So welcome. Enjoy yourself.
Money. You who benefit from these funds must be responsible borrower and repay your loans on time, so you can have continuous leverage to take loans. By paying on time, you will qualify for a larger loans in the future. Other Liberians will also be able to benefit from the repay funds, and government will be encouraged to put more funds into the loan program. The loan will be available to all 50 counties in Liberia, and emphasis will be placed on vulnerable groups, including women and the disabled. It is important to note that the review and analysis of loan applications and the granting and administration of credit will be left solely with the participating financial institutions who have been designated to administer this program. No agency of government, including Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Commerce, will have any authority to determine the beneficiaries of this loan scheme. So today, I call on all well-meaning Liberian businesses to take advantage of this unique opportunity. Together, we can make the change we so desire. And so, I hereby present this check of $3 million to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry for onward transmission to the Liberian Bank for Development and Investment, who will administer the program. Now, Minister Tapper, I want to say this before I give you this check. Minister Tapper, let me say this, and I want to say to the Liberian people. When I was a professional soccer player, I used my own money for your benefit and to develop you. Without no fear. As president, I will use your money on you without no fear or favor. I will pay your roads. I will pay your hospitals. I will give you free tuitions. I will pay your capacity. I will support your businesses without no fear or favor. As we accept the breath of our Lord and Savior.
These are some of the interventions that President Weah made, for which you hear people saying President Weah time was better. It was by far better. These are some of the interventions. Unlike Joseph Newman Boakai, an old man who will use the Liberian people money on himself. But fellow Liberian, time have caught up with us and we got to go. But join us this evening. This evening is going to be our panel discussion. Join us this evening when we bring you, a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful and splendid presentation. Until we meet again, have yourself a God bless day. Love you all and bye from our end.